Ho, 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 ho.
Hello, kia ora, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you very much for joining us for our final forecast for 2021, our final video update anyway. And we're covering Christmas Day, Boxing Day, but also long range with New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So let's get into it. For the current map, we've got this low pressure zone coming out of the subtropics. The good news is it's falling apart as it starts to push in, but it might affect East Cape and surrounding areas. At the other end of the country, you'll notice it's a cooler day today because for some of you, there's an easterly coming in around Canterbury, for example. So that's the reason why temperatures are down by several degrees today on where they've been for the last couple of days. That's a bit of a cool change, and that's lingering around for today and then going into Friday and Saturday as well. So we've got a couple more days to go before the warmth comes back around about Boxing Day. So let's get into it. Let's have a look and see what is on the way. Here is the forecast for Friday. And as you can see, we've got that weak low pressure system up here bringing maybe a few showers in and around East Cape. But that's really about it. Most places do look dry, although there could also be a drizzly patch down here in coastal Otago, maybe coastal Canterbury. It won't be very much, but it could be a bit cloudy, a little bit cooler, certainly than it has been. Let's have a look here at Christmas Day. So we've got that low weakens and falls apart, but maybe an afternoon downpour through Central Plateau or the Hawke's Bay Ranges. So we'll be watching that for an afternoon downpour. Otherwise, the North Island looks mostly dry. Similar story in the Upper South Island, chance of an afternoon downpour up in the mountains. And then also first thing in the morning before all that, there could be a bit of drizzly light sort of showers or morning rain. Nothing much, doesn't accumulate too much in coastal areas of like maybe coastal Otago, coastal Canterbury, and maybe even coastal parts of Waiata Upper, but it won't be much. It's just a bit of a cloudy, drizzly sort of start to Christmas Day. Here is Boxing Day. If you want the heat, it comes back on Boxing Day. Although, by the way, I mean, most of New Zealand is warmer than average on Christmas Day. It's only the eastern areas from Dunedin and the coast all the way up to about Mahia Peninsula. Those areas will be about normal for this time of the year. It won't be especially hot. But as we get into Boxing Day, it does start to get hotter nationwide because we get those windy westerlies returning, and over in Australia, the rain really setting back into those eastern areas. Also a potential tropical cyclone right up there in the northern part of Australia. So if you're in Darwin, you might just want to be keeping a close eye on that one. And then we go into next week with a bit of a cool down, again, coming back to the South Island with these southwest winds. I mean, they're coming from quite a long way down here in the Southern Ocean and straight on in to the South Island. So Southland, coastal Otago, even Canterbury could be a bit cooler again as we get that change coming back through again. So just be prepared for that. Now let's fast forward to New Year's Eve. A lot of people are asking about this. Now this far out, we don't really look at your region and say it's going to be sunny. What we tend to do is look just for where the highs and the lows are placed to give a rough idea as to what's going on. And I think you can see on this map, there's a lot of low pressure up here to the north, all the way up across northern Australia as well. So this is one to keep an eye on. It could be an ex-tropical cyclone, may just be a tropical depression heading southwards, but there's a big block of high pressure here on New Year's Eve. So maybe easterlies and a bit of cloud in the north, but we'll still need to wait longer to lock this in. Now let's take a look at New Year's Day. You can start to see that that low looks as though it's trying to come southwards, but high pressure is blocking it. Fair bit of energy and moisture heading off with easterlies to eastern Australia. Plenty more low pressure up here in the north. Plenty of rain and very tropical weather spreading down over Fiji and Tonga and even into New Caledonia, Vanuatu. So this is close to New Zealand. This is all being pulled down by that low. But here's the but. Long-range modelling might move that low somewhere over here or somewhere over here. So that's why we don't use it as a direct forecast, but it's really helpful to start to work out what might be happening. And we're generally seeing a fair bit of high pressure south of Australia and across southern parts of New Zealand, but low pressure in the tropics. One to keep an eye on. This is our final video for the year. If something big does occur over summer, we'll probably jump in and do a video for you. You know, ripped shorts and a ripped t-shirt, whatever we can pull together. We've got limited people here at the moment, and a big thank you to those behind the scenes, to Sean, to Charlie, and to everyone else who's been helping. Justin this year, Andy as well. There have been a lot of people behind the scenes helping to improve things and make things a little bit slicker. So I'm really looking forward to next year. We're taking a break for a few weeks. We'll be back around the middle of January. We'll give you an exact date a little bit closer to the time, but around about the middle of January, 15th, 16th, 17th, something like that. and then we'll be back doing our regular videos. In the meantime, we'll have extra news stories up at weatherwatch.co.nz when storms do come in or if rough weather's coming in, and we'll also be tracking that weather as we go into Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and beyond. Thank you for your support this year, especially on YouTube. It's been really cool. Love all the comments on YouTube. Try to write to them, try and read them all. We love getting them, so thank you very much for that. Thanks for your support, and to the international audience as well, across Australia and around the world. We've got a lot of US viewers as well, and even, hello Drew, in Canada. So thank you so much to everybody. We'll see you again in the new year. Have a great break. We'll see you afterwards.